All right, y'all. So I had to come on here and tell you guys about what I have learned, what I know. Well, not that I learned what I'm about to tell you guys, but I got the experience now. I got the is battle tested. I know for sure now. I know for sure now what I'm saying. This is the good thing about getting older, because you've been running experiments ever since you was little, and you just like I know something ain't this way, or I know something is this way. And then you gather one day you find yourself, you like, I knew it. It's just, like every day starts becoming like, it's just like I knew it. I knew it. I knew something funny was going on beyond what maca root and ashwagandha can do for you. Uh, okay. Also, I learned new. Let's see if we can keep this at 5 minutes, guys. Also, I learned new that ashwagandha, also contains sterols, just like maca does. Okay. So, that being said, what am I talking about? I remember when I first started taking maca and ashwagandha together, specifically together. It's kind of interesting because I had a chance, especially recently, where I was just taking maca root for 2 weeks, and I was noticing, my own physical changes, but it was nothing coming from like the outside, as in, women thinking I look hot and stuff like that. And guys, trust me, I'm not out here looking for this stuff. It's just stuff that I notice. All right. So I'm just a messenger. Remember, guys, I don't know anything. I'm just telling you guys what I found out. And I remember when I first started taking maca root and ashwagandha in tandem back in the day. This had to probably be in my late 20s, early 30s, something like that. Right. So I remember when I started taking it and I was going to the gym and stuff like that. And I started noticing like girls start actually like smiling at me a lot, like looking at me in public, giving you that look. You know that stuff. If you're a guy, you know that stuff that women do when you looking good and stuff like that, and you just out and about. And this ain't women you know. This is complete strangers. These are people you never even spoke to. That like there's a whole nother bird language out there, and it has to do with when females let a guy know that he's looking good and stuff like that. And I'm a decent looking guy, guys. I mean, I keep myself more clean cut than an average male out here, and uh, I got a good, I don't know, a good tan. I don't know what to say about me. I'm decent looking. Okay, I'm above average, and I know the amount of attention that I may or may not be getting from women at any given time. However, when it spikes up, when you cannot lose, even a woman that been mean mugging you, with the one with the unibrow. No, I'm just kidding. The one who's been mean mugging you for weeks. You don't know what you did to this girl when you first seen her. It was all good, and all of a sudden she decided she didn't like you. I'm talking about women like you never communicate with. You just see out and about, and then next thing you know, you come in and she's even smell. You like, oh, okay, nah. I know something going. Now I know for sure. Even a woman who be mean mugging you decided to give you that look. Like, okay, what's really going on? So what's really going on, guys? It might just have something to do with the ashwagandha. I don't know if it's the maca and ashwagandha in tandem, but it's definitely coming from the ashwagandha. Okay, I think ashwagandha is known as well, people reported experiencing better fertility with maca root. Women said they couldn't have children, now they can have children after taking maca. But I'm just talking about this, what I've noticed as a man taking ashwagandha. For some strange reason. And keep in mind, guys, this is when I was in the gym. So I'm like, yeah, of course, girls looking, you getting muscular and stuff like that. But I'm talking about right now, guys, where I'm not doing nothing in the gym. I might do some hand exercises and massage my own foot, or go sit in a massage chair every now and then, but I'm not in the gym. And when I tell you, I've been taking this ashwagandha for a little over a week, and all of a sudden, Women just acting like I'm the cutest thing they've seen in years. I said, nope. I know for sure now it's the ashwagandha. Look, like I said, I'm decent looking. I know how much attention I get from women, but when you start getting too much attention, you know something is going on. So this ashwagandha, the way it affects the hormones, guys, just to close it out, the hormones is something that's unseen. You know what I mean? It's unseen. And so if you take maca and ashwagandha together, you're a guy, you're gonna experience a hormonal change for the better. For the better. What I've read plenty of comments about maca the last couple of weeks, and I've been seeing comments, guys talking about it made me feel like a man again. Guys say I definitely noticed a change with the gym, especially using the black maca. The maca that I use, it has yellow, red, and black all mixed together in it, which I actually prefer that. So there's a hormonal change you're going to go through as a male when you take this. That's why I told you guys the thing that I'm doing right now with the supplementation is the closest thing to a steroid you can get. Women, guys, I mean, we just kind of think women like men that are a little bit juiced. Chicks dig the long ball. You know what I mean? She likes a man a little steroidal. And in my case, I'm doing it the natural way though. So again, guys, just to close it out, because I'm just getting silly, I'm telling you, when you take ashwagandha as a guy, all these girls gonna start looking at you, and it's because you're going through some kind of hormonal change that has really nothing to do with you going to the gym and getting all swole. I'm talking about, well, me, I already have a physique. Just my walking around self is just, I'll just have this physique about me. I naturally have a chest. I naturally have Coke bottle, just a shape that I have. Okay. But again, when I take this ashwagandha, all of a sudden women are smiling. They don't even, it's like, do you don't even know. They just be smiling, guys. And it has to be something supernaturally going on with this ashwagandha. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. It's definitely something spiritual that goes on when you take this herb, ashwagandha. And it's gonna have the women just smiling at you. And like I said, even the one that's been mean mugging me for weeks decided to. I said nope, yep. Because see, it's been years since the last time I took an ashwagandha, guys. Years. So I know this stuff got some powerful stuff behind it. People want to talk about magic and all this stuff. I mean, that's what you got herbs for. Bobby Hemmings say best ritual you can come up with is the one you make up yourself. But I mean, I'm telling you, if you're a guy, you take an ashwagandha, you're gonna have an edge over the other guys with the females from a hormonal standpoint. I don't know what it is about women. They got like some kind of internal like male hormone modulator. I don't know what you call that thing. They got some kind of equipment. Women got some kind of equipment built on the inside of them where they know a man is like juiced. We gonna use that word, juiced. This guy's a little and it turns them on like crazy. It just does. And as a guy, I'm not being in the gym yet. I don't even feel like I'm something to even be looked at like that. Yet it's happening because I'm taking this ashwagandha. I said that's the same thing that happened the last time I took it. I said now I know it's for real. You want girls to look at you, you're a guy, you take some ashwagandha and you'll see for yourself. That's all I can say. You can thank me later. Oh, it's got to be KSM 66.